my name is Rachel Berg and I'm a realtor with Rachel Real Estate Group, and welcome back to the Rachel Real Estate Group vlog. If you haven't been here before, I talk about all things real estate, market reports, updates, real estate news, important things you need to know as a buyer or seller. So definitely make sure to subscribe, and of course if you are already subscribed, then welcome back. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about Strata insurance. This is something that is consistently coming up in my work. I deal with a lot of condos. I explain this quite often. And really with what we're dealing with in Vancouver right now, it is a Strata insurance premium rise, but also a deductible rise. So I know that there's lots of conversations about this, but I wanted to break it out into snippets and easy to understand videos. So today I'm going to be talking specifically about how insurance premiums impact stratas and what you can expect as a homeowner, but also what you should look out for when you're buying, and kind of the relationship between the insurance premium increase and why you see maintenance fee increases correlated to that. So long story short, that's what I'm going to be talking about. So I do just want to get into kind of the basics of, strata, things that you should know, like contingency reserve fund, that definition, special levy, that definition, and then the insurance themselves. So in condos and townhouses, we have something called the contingency reserve fund. So the way that I like to explain this is you have this CRF, the contingency reserve fund, and you can basically see it as the Strata's bank account. This is where they are going to be funding, big projects like roofs. This is where they plan to save for capital projects and things like that. And then on the flip side, how does this contingency reserve fund get funded? So there's your maintenance fee, right? Hopefully you guys can see this all right. There's your maintenance fee. And your maintenance fee is essentially broken down into two different funnels. So one of them is the operating budget. So this is the amount of money on an annual basis that it takes for the strata to, run the building or run the complex. So for example, caretaker costs are included in this, insurance is included in this, maybe electricity for the building if you're on a boiler system, landscaping, all of those things. The operating budget on an annual basis, a large portion of your maintenance fee and everybody's maintenance fees goes towards this operating budget. The other portion goes towards the contingency reserve fund. So you can kind of see it as everybody is pitching in on a monthly basis via your maintenance fee to help save up money for larger capital projects down the road. So what we're dealing with right now is with an insurance premium increase. That means that the strata's operating budget increases. So they will have, an annual general meeting every year, and they're going to have a certain budget that's presented to all of the owners. And then the maintenance fee is essentially based off of that budget. So if you see one of the items in the operating budget increase significantly, like the insurance premiums for stratas are increasing, 200, 300, 400%, that's something that the strata hasn't taken into consideration for the previous budget. So what options do they have to cover the cost of that insurance premium? Essentially what you have are taking money out of some kind of surplus, operating surplus, if they can, or the contingency reserve fund. There's the option to special levy all the owners. And then of course, the obvious correlation here is to increase the maintenance fee. So the third option is to increase the maintenance fee. So when you see this, yes, if you have an operating surplus, I've seen many stratas in the strata minutes take money out of their operating surplus to pay for the increase in insurance premium. But the problem is that this isn't going away anytime soon. These insurance premiums aren't going to go away, and they might go down, but in the near future, at least we can assume that they're not going to go down because the market's pretty much monopolized. So is taking money out of a surplus a sustainable option for the long term? The answer is probably no. And in the meantime, what you're doing is you're dwindling down that contingency reserve fund that's supposed to be used for long-term capital projects like a roof or exterior siding, things like that. So dwindling that down is probably not a good idea for the long term. Now, a special levy is something that there might be a large fee, say $100,000, and then there are 100 units. Every one of the units splits up that large $100,000 cost based on their unit entitlement. So this is something where all of the owners are basically pitching in to cover the cost of whatever it is, rather than taking money out of the contingency reserve fund. This is also not sustainable because the insurance issue isn't going away. Is it going to be received well by all the homeowners to special levy every single year to pay off this insurance premium? Probably not. So that's why I'm telling my clients now that in the long run, what you should expect is an increase in maintenance fee, because this is the only sustainable option to kind of offset this large increase in the operating budget due to the insurance premium. Now, there are, other creative things that I've seen stratas do, like, for example, they lower their landscaping budget to offset their insurance premium, or they might just adjust things accordingly. It does depend from strata to strata, but really in the strata documents that I'm reading, these are the three ways that most of them are dealing with it: taking out of the operating surplus or contingency, if approved, or taking out a loan. Special levying all the homeowners to pay for it this year, and then kind of just pushing the discussion to a later year. Or substantially increasing the maintenance fees, which is what I'm seeing most commonly. So really with this insurance stuff right now, guys, you just have to pay attention to your insurance note for the building. How much have those deductibles gone up, and making sure that you're getting proper coverage. And then just understanding that if you are buying something and the insurance is not renewed yet, or an annual general meeting hasn't occurred yet, that the insurance premium increases may not be reflected in that current insurance note. And so once that insurance does get renewed, and hopefully it does get renewed, because I know there's buildings that have had problems about not getting renewed as well, but once it does get renewed, the strata is likely going to be incurring a large cost for this insurance premium increase, and you are going to see some type of compensation being required, whether it's an increase in maintenance fee or whether it's a special levy or some other alternative. So if you are a home buyer out there right now, just make sure that if you are purchasing a condo or townhouse, that you're keeping a really good watch on insurance, and that you are obtaining that insurance note, that you're adding a subject to insurance, and making sure that you have a very, very good understanding of what the current situation with the strata and the insurance is. And also just anticipating and budgeting for a potential and very likely increase in the maintenance fees moving forward. So try not to stretch yourself too thin on that maintenance fee. If you're already feeling uncomfortable, it might not be the best idea, given the current situation with insurance and strata, to move forward with that purchase. So all the things to keep in mind. Again, my name is Mariko Berg, and I'm a realtor with Bridgeville Real Estate Group. I have offices in Vancouver and Coquitlam, so I'm more than happy to help you guys if you are looking to purchase a condo or townhouse. It is extra important right now to make sure that you are using a buyer's agent that is very, very familiar with strata properties, because this insurance thing just added a whole other ball game. And there's a lot of things that you really need to know. We need to pay extra attention to the strata documents and extra attention to this insurance, just to make sure that you guys are 100% protected, and of course that you're educated and that you know exactly what you're purchasing and what to kind of expect on the horizon moving forward. So as I said, I am always happy to help, so let me know if you have any questions or if you are looking to purchase. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I am going to put together a little bit of a series on strata insurance right now, just to answer any questions you guys have. I'm going to do another video on the deductibles, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So enjoy the sun. It's 30 degrees out. It's super hot over here. That's why I have my hair up in a ponytail, because I'm sweating. And yeah, enjoy the sun, enjoy the long weekend, and have a great day, guys. Thanks so much for watching.